Okay, lesson 2. I've done so much with you with the pentatonic scales. I do that because they're easy to learn and great to get going with, and you can so easily play some classic rock riffs and some classic riffs with them. But to me, the diatonic scale patterns are the holy grail of the guitar fretboard. The diatonic scale patterns, what most people consider major and minor scale patterns, are really the ones that cover the entire fretboard and give you the bigger option of melodic choices, all right? And really, pentatonic scale patterns are simply a subset of diatonic scale patterns. I do teach pentatonics first, however, because, as I said, they're easier to learn. There's fewer notes. A diatonic scale pattern simply has 2 additional notes per octave from a pentatonic. So if we take a pentatonic scale pattern and we just add 2 notes, we've got our diatonic. I'm going to show you some diatonic scale patterns as they relate to the pentatonic patterns you already know. I'm going to start with the 3 most important pentatonic patterns. I'm going to turn each one into a diatonic scale pattern and explain that to you. From that point on, I want you to start practicing the diatonics like crazy. Keep practicing your pentatonics, but start working the diatonics as well, all right? And you'll find that you need both of them to really play a lot of the songs you're trying to play, all right? Let's start at the 5th fret pentatonic, the good old A minor pentatonic scale pattern, okay? All right? Now, pentatonics, again, they were always 2 notes per string, right? Diatonic patterns tend to be 3 notes on most strings. In some ways that some people like to finger them, they are 3 notes on every string. To me, I don't totally endorse that method of playing because it moves your hand out of position. So with me, a diatonic pattern can sometimes have 3 notes and sometimes 2, usually 3. All right, here we go. On the pentatonic pattern, we started out with 1-4. On the diatonic pattern, it's just going to go 1-3-4. Okay. On the next string in the pentatonic, it went 1-3. The diatonic is just going to go 1-3-4. Okay? So we've got 1-3-4, 1-3-4. All right? The next string in the pentatonic went 1-3. The diatonic's going to add the pinky over here. All right? The next string is 1-3 in either scale. The next string, the second string, in the pentatonic was 1-4. In the diatonic, it's 1-2-4. And the final string, it was 1-4. It's going to be 1-3-4. All right? So you see, we're only adding a couple of notes, and you want to get really used to these. All right? Here's the pattern, the diatonic pattern. Play it forwards and backwards. Alright? You want to get really used to that. There's plenty of times when you're going to be playing a solo and it'll be pentatonic up to a point. And all of a sudden you're going to start wanting to throw in some diatonic riffs. Alright? Alright. The next scale pattern I want to show you is the next pentatonic pattern up the neck. Alright? The pattern that includes BB's box up here at the top. Okay? The diatonic, or the diatonic pattern, of course, again, adds a couple notes per string, or a couple notes per octave, actually. The pentatonic starts with the second finger. It goes 2-4. Well, really, remember that fret behind it was in there from the previous pentatonic, the previous diatonic. So on this string, we're going to go 1-2-4. On the next string, 1-2-4. The next 2 strings are 1-3-4. Then we've got 2-4, and then 1-2-4. The diatonic pattern here starts out 1-2-4, 1-2-4, 1-3-4, 1-3-4, 2-4, 1-2-4. Okay? Again, you want to practice these patterns over and over, up and down, forward and backward. All right? I'm going to move up to the 12th fret. I want to get into the 4th pentatonic pattern because here in this lesson I'm picking the 3 most useful pentatonic patterns and adding the diatonic notes into them. All right, so we're skipping some scale patterns. We'll get to those next week. All right, here we go. The pentatonic was 1-4, 1-4, 1-3, 1-3, 2-4, 1-4 at this place. The diatonic pattern that goes with it: 1-2-4, 1-3-4, 1-3-4, 1-3, 1-2-4, 1-2-4. Okay? Again, you'll find yourself sometimes playing a solo in a pentatonic pattern, and you'll end up needing those diatonic notes. Okay? So you need to get used to both. Since you already learned all the pentatonics, it should be easy to just add in these extra notes. You've already basically learned the framework of the diatonic scale patterns. So there's another benefit to having learned the pentatonics first. All right? Have fun with this lesson and work hard on these scale patterns.